Okay. Okay, so I think we are already on stream. So, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Backgammon Festival in Aachen. Featuring today the final of the undefeated. The second chance. Thank you. And here, so I'm always off to a rocky start. Here, I welcome my co-commentator, maybe the best player in Belgium.
No, certainly not.
Certainly not. Don't be so modest. Michel Lamotte. And before we really get going, I will see. I have to talk to Mate because I can't see your chat. So Mate, could you please come to us? Something happened with the chat because people certainly want to chat with. I don't know to set that up. That's right. Okay, so right now, guys, I can't see your chat, so that's a bit unfortunate. It seems like it's already starting, so we are watching Tilman Söhnchen against Marta Gjelseth. Both Marta already played the undefeated final, and now she worked her way back up to.
Yes.
So they, yeah, okay. So they will be starting any minute. Yeah, I hope this can be resolved because I really like your input.
Sure. Yeah, sure. It's fun to interact with the viewers at home.
Yeah.
Also to get some feedback sometimes on the correct decision.
And also get some feedback on the sound. It's also very important because we had some sound issues that are easily resolved by just plugging off and plugging in the cable. So really hope that some tech guy can help us to get that going, or maybe I can. I mean, well, maybe you can take over for a moment, and I will check if I can do something. But hey, no promises because I'm not the tech guy.
I mean, looking for Rainer is probably
Rainer Birkle.
Yeah,
he set everything up, so did a great job here. But yeah, really, Rainer, if you can hear us, please come over. Okay.
There's a handshake.
And they're off. Starts 11-point match. 1 5 makes the 3.
Yes. Now, typically, I think White should not split and play 2 down instead of running. Is that correct?
I think so. Yes.
Tilman knows this.
Yeah, very good play because many players would instantly run, but this is White is trying to play a priming game now, being down in the race. So very good move by Tilman. Shows that he knows the strategic aspects of openings.
Right. Marta was happy, of course, to find a 6-4.
Yeah.
Good entry number for Tilman.
Tilman shouldn't split because Marta has a blitzing formation.
Yes.
For 3, nice and solid, make the 10.
I'm really excited to watch Marta play against Tilman here.
Yeah, she already played the final against Jürgen and almost won it. She was leading by a lot, but yeah. Jürgen is 3 times world champion for a reason. Never count him out. So, of course, Marta is hoping for a rematch.
Yeah, I can imagine.
In the grand final.
She makes the valuable bar point, the cost of leaving a shot.
but Tilman misses.
Yeah.
Makes it 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, her main problem is, of course, freeing that back checker. She's way ahead in the race, but the checker on the 24 is a big problem for her. Okay, I think the 6 is clear, or yeah, you cannot play anything else but this 6. So
the ace has to step up. For lack of anything better.
Yeah, 13-6 looks so stiff and inflexible. Great shot by Tilman. Now Marta really needs the deuce. 2-6. Wow. Best roll for her. And now Tilman is looking for a 3, or he will face a cube. Maybe already. I mean, the racing lead should be
comfortable.
However, maybe Marta can first safety that block and then cube, but she should certainly think about it. Yeah, yes. There's some bad rolls for her, so I guess she can safety that blot, and then she will have a perfect cube.
Yes.
Like this. This is a super strong cube, probably no matter what Tilman rolls.
Right, I agree. Tilman is probably in pass territory.
Yeah, he's only relying on his goalkeeper, but there's some contact against the 10, so I'm not so sure. A 6-3 is a roll that is bad immediately, but it will be a tough decision. I think her decision is easy.
Yep, she's about 20 pips up.
Yeah, at least. Optics would tell me even more than that, but just you are the quick count. You are quick counter because I'm not.
Yeah, 146, 581, 108. Yeah, there's plenty.
Certainly more than 20, right?
69, 75, 81, 101 for black versus 114, 134. So there's like 30 pips in it, but he does take.
So he's
relying on contact.
Only relying on contact.
That's
a
block lever.
Yeah, and that's the reason why it took. So I think 8-1 is the only choice, and
yeah.
So yeah, there's nothing else. I think it minimizes shots. You cannot clear a point, so.
And it gets rid of the goalkeeper should she get missed.
Yeah.
She really hopes for Tilman to come in on the 5, I think.
Yeah, that would.
This is the second option, a bit purer, but leaves more shots.
And Tilman can keep the goalkeeper if he misses. So I think it's relatively clear here. Good on the ace.
Yep, she does.
And Tilman
probably the winning ace.
Yeah.
If she dances or comes in with the ace, I think.
She dances, so
yeah. It looks like a recube to me.
Yeah. But maybe even takeable because of her prime. Not so sure about it because Tilman may get problems releasing his checkers, but the 5 prime is awfully strong here. I mean, Marta's still leading in the race, for sure.
Yes, if she comes in with a deuce, she has chances.
But if Tilman jumps out with a 4 or a 6, his outfield control will be really great, and his plan is just to slot the back of the prime, and once he gets to the 6 prime, he can even aggressively be going for the gammon. He should definitely cube. Picking up the dice, maybe it's some psychological trick that you pick up the dice and then decide to cube, but I don't think so.
Maybe he's wondering whether he might be too good or take a roll without too much risk.
No, this is not too good.
Okay.
This is... I mean, imagine he rolls something that doesn't jump out. So this is, I think, not a good decision by Tilman.
I agree.
So now with the deuce, there's the deuce. So now, again,
This is more difficult.
More difficult, but White's market losers are clearly the numbers that make the 8 point plus double fives. So, but here, I think Tilman missed a great opportunity to cube before.
I agree.
Yeah. So now it's certainly a pass.
Tilman seems to have this typical posture where he has his hand like over his shoulder. I saw that in poker tournaments by some players. But he puts Martha to the test.
Yeah. So good cube here for sure.
Yes. And Martha, might she have a take here?
With the blood on the ace, even if she hits something, and she also can lose a gammon here, she should. Yes, she should. I think it's a prudent route.
Oh, he puts 2 points. That's not correct.
So she passed a recube.
Was it a recube?
Yeah, she cubed. Yeah. Yes. Everything's fine.
Yes. So 4-2 by Martha, followed by deuces by Tilman. Now this is, I think you just play normally, big split and down.
Yeah, I would say so.
Forcing contact. So Tilman would love to hit with a 6 and split, but he cannot split with a 3.
So... yeah, breaking the midpoint looks a bit. He should just hit. Okay, he can make the 5, but that leaves her with good 4s and 6s. Why not place the natural play to me? Here is just this one. Yeah. Not give anything. 5-1. Yeah, I like it.
Yes, the 5 is.
Yeah, so the spare on the 8 is helpful. This doesn't count. Though, of course, he would have taken it. Double 5 is not a good shot.
No.
But easy to play at least. Has to play 13-8 with the other 2. Yes. And now in a potential priming battle, Martha has the superior timing. This is just a super joker here. Just go to the 5 and now 2 times 39 looks good. Prime building.
Out all the way, is that a possibility?
Yeah, but then you're not ahead in the race. He splits into you, and do you really want to hit loose? So I would just, I think this is also a powerful cube, even more powerful cube. When he splits, you have the 5 point and the 9 point mate and all kinds of attackers.
I see.
So if she were way up in the race, okay, then just go for the simple racing play. But here, let's say you rolls a 6 and splits into the bar, you don't even have a cube, I think.
Okay, that's it.
Well, maybe you have one. Yeah. So I would have preferred just to
keep that golden.
Also, the 9 point is very valuable because together with the 4, it's part of your priming structure.
I see that. Yeah.
So and now I think if Tilman doesn't roll a joker, she's better positioned to cube. He rolls a super joker.
Big one.
Okay.
Wow.
This is just a completely. Yeah, and now.
And now I think he can take a roll without much risk.
Yeah.
This must be a pass.
Yeah, I think there's probably not enough contact. You would have played on for the gammon here?
Not really for the gammon, but I would assume that I have a pass after my roll anyway, even if I roll like 2-1 or something.
But let's say you roll something and then she enters on the ace. Are you convinced that it's a pass because the 11 point has to be cleared against the? I think it's a good cube because there's still some ways for her to
get back in the game.
Yeah, to get
in one sequence.
Yeah, so I think, and she may even take. I haven't counted the race again, but it looks really like Tilman has a commanding lead. And even this is just like the 11 point is still a liability here, point to be cleared.
Okay.
So it's not super obvious.
Okay.
Okay, she's taking her time, which is good.
I think if her checker were on the ace now, then...
Easy take, I would say.
Okay.
Similar to Tilman's position, even better for her because the 11 point is harder to clear than her 10 point in the last game.
Yes.
But yeah.
I think this would be a bit, well, yeah. I think it would be a bit of an optimistic take because you really hope you need to come in on the 5 or the ace.
Yeah,
I think what she does take.
Yeah, and I think what maybe makes it a pass is, although you wouldn't think owning the 20 anchor, you easily lose some gammons here as well. So,
yes, of course.
So I think probably all in all a bit too ambitious this take.
6-2 makes the deuce.
Makes the deuce, yeah. And you can see all these variations where she takes a while to enter, and then the gammon is a close call.
Right. So under pressure, Marta. Dice seem to be deserting her.
3-1. I think Tilman should use this opportunity to clear the 11 because if she enters with a 5 now, so I think he should have volunteered the shots.
4 shots. He would have got hit, but that's after the fact. Hindsight. Ah, yes.
Okay, so tech genius Mate has brought us another computer, so we can now see the chat actually, and Terje said big pass. Yeah, I guess mainly because of the gammons. And okay, so Tilman successfully cleared the 11 point. That was his biggest task. And now things are really looking good for him.
Yes, no risk.
And I think if Marta can get that back checker out, the goalkeeper here is more a liability than an asset because if she gets pointed on, then gammon danger is very real. So you keep an eye on the chat, Michel.
It's a bit difficult.
Yeah, but
small letters, but
we can see. Yeah.
Okay, Tilman needs to avoid some anti-jokers here. But that's a wonderful one. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, now she's in real trouble. 6-2 clears the point.
She badly needs to come in to have chances of saving the gammon. 5-3 is fine.
Yeah, I mean, there are also some wins still, but at this stage, I think if somebody told her you lose a single game, she would take it.
Definitely.
Especially now that there is no winning chance whatsoever for her anymore. She really needs to come in. And yeah, she looks a bit frustrated now, I can see.
Okay.
Which is understandable. Her courageous take backfired.
A bit of a reckless
take. Yeah, it's not correct. Yeah, that's yes. Yeah, please correct.
Over optimistic.
Correct my English whenever the finer points. Yeah, it wasn't courageous. It was reckless. I mean, courageous is too positive.
Yes.
When you take a 300 pass, that's true. So, but still, she has a chance to save it. Tilman needs 4 rolls, and she needs desperately some crossovers. Maybe she should have made the crossover here with the deuce. Don't quite know why she didn't do that crossover, but she's doing fine. Yes. So now the chances have improved for her saving the gammon. Tilman doesn't roll a doublet, so she's a favorite actually to save it now, and she saves it. So that's a 4-0 lead now for Tilman.
Yeah,
he had hoped for better, of course, after how the game progressed, but still a nice lead.
Hi, Xaba from Ghent in Belgium. Aha, a fellow club player of mine is watching.
I remember him. He ordered a book, so tweet or not.
Yes, very ambitious player.
Hi, Saba. Hi, James. Okay, double five. So we have already a blitz is going on here, and good roll by her. That's the problem when the double five splits doesn't work out well. Then you have an awful structure. So, and Marta now should be aware that she can already cube way more aggressively than at 0-0. So I guess she's aware of it. I think she should hit because she doesn't want Tilman to anchor. And Tilman only has 7 checkers in the zone. 5s are duplicated. So I would definitely hit here.
Yeah. The risk of
good play
being hit is manageable, but there is a hit.
Yeah. Okay. So anything but dancing is fine. 5-1. Now,
wow,
it's interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
She goes the safe way.
Okay, that's fine. I would have to think about it a little longer, to be honest, because there's also an argument to be made for hitting here.
Yeah. And here Tilman has a similar choice between the safe anchoring play or hitting on the 8.
Yeah, I wouldn't hit. I would definitely consolidate my back checkers, but he still doesn't know. I think he's thinking about where to anchor on the 20 or on the 18. That's my guess. I think he discarded hitting probably, or maybe not, because it unstacks the midpoint. You've got the stronger board. Yeah.
You leave 4 blots though.
Yeah.
I think this is the more prudent approach.
Yeah. And since she has the 5 anchor, really, that's a bad shot. Oh, no, it's a normal shot. It's just like
shift.
Yeah, but she doesn't have many checkers, and the shift now that he has the anchor. What does it help? Really, no threats.
Yeah, no tempo.
No tempo aspects of the hit. 6-5 all the way. Yeah. Six, 4, certainly hit now. And maybe she can even duplicate uses and play a bit more flexible, but I think this is perfectly fine. Not leaving an extra blot. Maybe that's just what they call fancy play syndrome. Or duplication for duplication's sake.
Yeah. Fancy play syndrome.
Yeah, I got that from poker. That FPS it's called.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When there's a very simple move available, but you somehow get super creative and it's totally wrong. And it also applies to backgammon.
Yeah, I like these crossover terms between poker and backgammon.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, and now she's wondering whether she should stay back, I think.
Yeah, the 6 is a bit awkward, but probably I would just play 10-4 and
and stay back. Okay.
Stay back because actually she's happy about contact. Tilman has a very inflexible position, so he can either choose to leave blots or dump more checkers deep in his home board. So actually that checker kind of favors her at the moment.
The race is actually even.
Mm-hmm. Finally, I have a fast pip counter at my side.
That was an easy one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm always a bit slow in figuring this out, so it's really great. So, and maybe does she really need to step out? Question.
I think I like it with the force duplicated, and
but actually, I like the checker in the back is more like a thorn in his sides with the blood. So I really not so convinced that was the best. 3-1. That's pretty much the worst. It's small and it doesn't hit. And 5-4 is a good shot. So
113 now for black. 80.
So
87. Yeah, but Martha is down in the race, so no cube action.
No, she needs a significant racing lead here to cube.
Someone says he loved some of your examples in your book of FPS.
Yeah, certainly happens to everybody. Is that there is what happens to me is sometimes I see the immediate obvious play, and the more I think, then all of a sudden all the other possibilities come to my mind, and sometimes it's just the instinct play, the one that you see immediately is simply correct, and so makes the 5.
Bill is in the chat watching us and listening. Hi, Bill.
Hi,
from
Bill.
Houston, Texas.
Got up early to listen to us. There's a comment. Some players are really better at speed gammon than at regular backgammon. Well, even if you play regular backgammon, you can still treat it as speed gammon. So it's just, I think, regular backgammon, if you use your time wisely, for example, counting pips in certain spots where it's necessary. But well, so Tilman has had trouble to get his pair moving on the bar point. Still not a cube, especially it's not really relevant that she's trailing in the match because this is not a position with many gammons at all.
Right, and she's down in the race.
Down in the race. Certainly probably a favorite here, equity favorite, I would say, because Tilman is very likely to leave a blot on the bar point sooner or later.
Tilman running out of timing.
Yeah, but
Martha needs to avoid a 6-1.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think she will clear the 8.
Yes, that's the plan. Clear the 8, or if you roll an ace, you make the ace point. Other than 6-1, where it's not possible. And she's thinking, good to make a pip count, but she can double when the shot comes. She doesn't need to do a preemptive cube. So because she would really regret in case Tilman rolls one of his jokers. So
yeah, this is speculative.
Very like speculative, and probably Tilman has to take anyway, even when she has a shot, or at best it's only a small pass for him. So
his worst roll seems to be something like 5-1.
Yeah, that might be a pass, maybe, but we're really looking into the future. Bottom line, this is not a cube. Now she clears the point, and who knows, maybe it's her who has to leave a shot first.
You have to continue.
Okay, 5-2, now there's a shot. Now it's interesting. Okay, she cubes immediately, 17 good numbers. She's trailing in the race, in the match, so take is crystal clear, and now the 6, so that's now really she If she wins this, that's really important to get on the scoreboard here. A6, Tilman is really fighting back. He should step out. There are small numbers for Marta. Yes, he should step out. Good play.
Once again, 17 shots.
17 shots, but also some bad numbers. 4, 6. Wow.
Yeah, 2 consecutive
sixes. So cube paid off so far. And this time the ace comes without a 6. And now Marta has the racing lead. 5-1 is not a great shot. Just play safe. Take a checker off, of course. She's had enough in the race so she doesn't need to make the ace point and leave a shot or something. 2-3 is a great number, of course. Five-two. I think Tilman should stay for one more roll. There's virtually no downside, and if he's able to hit a shot, he's very much in the game, probably immediate favorite. So
even with the board reduced to a 4-point board.
If she rolls the 5-1 or 6-1, she's only 2 checkers off. So it will be, at least he will have a very good chances. And the race is not hopeless, but even without stepping out, he can still win the race with the combination of jokers. So I would have played for these jokers, or at least slow her down. Now maybe she clears the. She would have taken off, but never mind. But still, a little bit of extra equity, basically for free, in my mind.
Right.
So now will be 2 points for Marta. In all likelihood. Double fours, not big enough.
And double fives.
So that seals the deal here. And of course now 7 away, 9 away in favor of Tilman.
Friendly interaction over the board, I can see.
Yeah, actually, today it's much better in the streaming room because temperatures have dropped by 10 degrees. So now it's really pleasant to sit here in the commentators room and in the streaming room. So yeah. Because you saw players sweating over there, not only because of maybe the excitement, but simply at 30 plus degrees. It certainly, I think I play significantly worse under these conditions when I feel physically uncomfortable.
Yep. That's the best reply.
Yes, that's good. Nice blocking point, nice anchor. So she takes the lead in this game. Now 6-2 is not a great number.
No.
What do you do? Maybe make the 11 and just.
You would have loved to make the 11 and jump out, but that's not.
You can go to make the 11 go to the bar, but that leaves an awful lot of double hitters. So she should. That looks natural.
Maybe go all the way to the 16. But then you don't make the 11 points.
Yeah, and you are vulnerable everywhere. So I think the 11 point. I think since I don't have a decent 6 and threes are not really duplicated, either 13-7 or 24-18. 8-2 is too weak.
Probably
I think
13-7.
Yeah, 30. Okay. Yeah, so
okay,
but really difficult here.
Yes, hard to figure out.
Yeah. So now difficult is. I think he should maybe he just makes the 4 point here. Is that too weak? Because now Marta has a good chance to anchor. I understand the concept. You duplicate fours, But yeah, I wrote about this in my last book. If he makes the 4 point, then her back checkers are disconnected. So it's really difficult for her to get an anchor. So I'm not sure if that applies here, but that would certainly be the idea of just making the 4. Okay, I think since he's got a good anchor that devalues the 5, her 5 point a bit, so I think the anchor is so important that this looks to me like an overplay. I think here the defensive point is actually more important than the offensive point.
Okay.
Simply because of her of his anchor, so that makes it less valuable to have that point. Actually, you should play the first 2 aces into the 23 and then think about what you. Yeah, that I really like this play.
Yeah, me too.
4. So now we are in a mutual holding game. Race is close, so you shouldn't get too fancy again. Don't leave shots.
It's a bit difficult to follow the chat because we have to follow the chat on a different screen with small lettering.
Yeah, but
we have to take our eyes off the screen to follow the chat. So.
But please still be encouraged to comment in the chat, and every once in a while we'll take a look, but could be that we won't be able to answer immediately.
Tilman ran off his anchor.
So probably had the count in his head. Good roll by her, but Tilman replies with a hidden cover, which is a good shot, of course.
Okay, Martha enters and re-hits. Trying to make something happen and preventing.
Actually, that's an interesting comment. So whenever there's a mutual holding game, it seems like I feel kind of sorry that there's no excitement going on. It's not exciting enough. Well, that's only partly true because there's actually many mistakes to be made in a mutual holding game. Right now, it turned into just a holding game because now it's clear who's holding whom. Martha Tilman, and this must be a cube. I mean, this is a big racing advantage. Some market losers, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I don't see much racing chances for Martha here.
Yeah. 122 for white, and that's 60, 125, 150. So 30 pips.
Yeah, I think he should cube here. Some market losers and some spares to play with. Of course, it's a little bit more contact than in a normal holding game because the 10 is made.
Yep, she does take, and I like it.
Yeah, but I think it was really a good cube by Tilman. So we have some fans of mutual holding games. They are fascinating, but with the smiley, it seems.
But I agree completely with you. I mean, people have been calling these mutual holding games boring, but wait till you have a run off your anchor decision, decision.
Volunteer a shot. I find lots of my biggest mistakes happen in these. So I mean, I put all of these my bigger mistakes into folders, and the mutual holding game folder with my blunders is quite big. I can tell you. So.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they're boring until they get exciting.
Yeah, lots of hard decisions, some huge blunder potential, especially leaving the anchor, volunteering, how to distribute your checkers, and lots of stuff. Not the most. For a while, there seems to be no swings when both sides play safe. Maybe that's what is boring about them.
I agree.
That you don't have a turnaround shot at every corner.
Like here, I mean, Tilman's position has like 2 liabilities. His bar point hasn't been made yet, and he has the 10 point to clear.
Yeah.
So the chat confirms, Terry Peterson, that it was a very comfortable take, 100 millipoints.
Yeah.
So good take by Martha.
Mainly because of Tilman's 10 points. So even if he clears the mid, he's not through. So
Okay.
So clearing the mid. So he could be tempted to just leave but I think it's too. I mean, he may see her blood, but no, it's too early to volunteer. I think maybe just make his ace. So then with this next roll, he may have the opportunity to clear.
It's another 5.
Yeah, that's also an option. But then now he's completely stripped. So that usually translates into some bad sixes. For example, 6-1. So I would have kept the spare in the outfield to guard against sixes.
Yes.
6-2 is also not that great, even though it doesn't leave anything. But now you can see why Marta could take. This is not a good. I mean, she should just place 13-7 and keep the blot on the mid, probably to have some contact there, because Tilman has 2 blots, so that would be my idea. Yeah. I like the play a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Exploiting the fact that Tilman has. You can see now.
Wow.
Tilman has to leave a direct shot. Had she carelessly moved off the midpoint with that blot, it would have been only an indirect shot. So you see lots of subtlety in these holding games even.
Yes. And she has the cube in her possession.
Yeah, so now 15.
She has how many shots?
15. Oh, there's the ace.
Wow.
And with make the prime, so this is a huge swing.
A market loser if
Tilman doesn't reply with something really good. A6 is not it. So now, but she also cannot play on for the gammon. There's also some danger for her crunching.
Yeah.
So I think, he certainly Tilman is counting the numbers, the crunching numbers. What's her worst? But the thing is, even if she rolls a 6-2, she still can play it. She can attack. Yeah.
Not the 6-1. That's like.
Yeah, but then she will hit loose, and Tilman has the weak homeboard. Yeah, Terje says it's a pass. And right now we just lost the. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Okay, I have it back. Sorry for that, guys.
Oh, I saw. They are in break.
They're on a break.
They're in break. We don't know that. So it's a 7-point match. So then I will just turn off the mic for a while and get back to you when they start again. So we are back again. I think they should start any minute now. So
that gives me the opportunity to ask you whether you are working on a new book.
yeah, I mean, I started my investigations about part 2 of the hitting book. However, that's just I mean, it's really in phase 1. I have a rough idea what I want to include, but I'm also having no time pressure for that. What's really weird here right now is that we see Marta, but the small pictures here, the chairs are empty, and she's clearly sitting there. So again, some glitches. So maybe we'll see some ghosts playing.
Yes, there's a bit of a
disconnect and
disconnect. Yes.
Yeah. So
yes.
maybe if you are so kind to tell Mate that 2 ghosts are playing right now, but at least we can see the action. Okay, split is fine, and now the anchor, not 100% sure about the hit, but it looks good. 2-6 is a bad shot. Do you want to? Usually you want to jump into the bar. I mean, when your opponent has an advanced anchor, one of your top priorities is to get one as well. So, yeah, that's what Martha's trying to do. Now, probably nothing else but running out. Okay. 4-1. That's a bad shot. So Tilman is thinking whether he can attack on the deuce and play 8-7. And yeah, unstack a bit. Other options would be just playing 13-8. Looks a little bit weak.
Yes, 8-3 is the other safe option.
I think I like 8-3 certainly better than 13-8. Keep spares on all the mate points. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's. I mean, Tilman is now ahead in the race, I would say. So, I mean, sacrificing all this racing advantage potentially to attack on the deuce point, maybe the wrong idea. He can just play against that one checker after 8-3.
Yeah, this is something I picked up from Mitch's book, Back Checker Strategy. If you have a high anchor, you should strive for safety.
Mm-hmm. And another thing is what I'm always looking at, how when I think about hitting loose, how the 6s from the bar are playing, because they're usually, I mean, they are bad. So here Marta has the decent 6s like that come in, A6, 4-6, safety or checker, 2-6 hits and safeties, and 5-6 makes the 14. So there's not much to be gained on the 6s. Mm-hmm. From the bar.
That's an interesting consideration.
Yeah. Miss Bubbles is just commenting. Yeah.
Miss Bubbles is late.
Miss Bubbles is commenting that right now we have 2 ghosts playing. Okay. Yeah. So we will be, so Marty is trying to fix it. But we see the action, and yes, it looks a bit weird. But these ghosts are really playing well. Terje looked at the PRs. They play around 4, so that's really good.
So great play, I think, by Tilman.
Mm-hmm. I like the play for all the
reasons mentioned.
Reasons mentioned. Thank you. So now I think I would just play safe and safety 1 blot, because making the point behind the anchor is not very effective.
Well, but doesn't it like strengthen your board a bit? So
yeah, but the deuces are really attack. It's deuces and 9s. It's 15 numbers.
She considers the...
But you're down in the race, so
Okay.
usually that's an argument against running. I would play
Right.
just 14-6 here.
Wow.
I mean, you have if you leave the blot there and make the 3, so white has the deuces, the 9s, and numbers like 4-1, 6-1 that point on the back checker, so it's just too much.
Okay,
I think.
that's advanced thinking.
So yeah, I was looking. So I hardly can see any bad numbers for. Okay, now, yeah, I really like her play, by the way.
Okay.
And
Wow.
now we are playing without ghosts, at least without empty chairs, because they're certainly just the opposite of empty chairs, I would say. Very successful in this tournament.
So now Tilman activated his dilly builder on the 3 point for a hit.
Yeah, it was a 2-1, so and he has to hit again. And I think the 3 is simply down.
Wow.
Hope that he gets missed, I think, with all the builders.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, could it be safetying a blot to the 6, but that looks awkward?
Okay, big roll coming up.
2,
She
3,
does hit.
good roll.
And she can move up.
Which is a bit uncomfortable because almost everything hits back, but what can you do? You don't want to expose another blot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tilman has to hit loose. I would enter on the 3 and hit with the 5.
Okay.
To have more contact and more flexibility with my 3 back checkers.
Yeah.
Yep. 5 up, so 5, and now she should hit on the 3, and Tilman is under pressure now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely.
Because with this extra blots, okay, what did they do? Okay, Tilman readjust the cube for some reason, and he paused the clock because of that. Well, that is certainly correct. The cube, even though it's clear that it is on 1 because it's on the center, but I personally don't care about such detail, but it's perfectly fine to care about. So now we have an interesting position here. Marta still doesn't have anything.
Well,
but she
on the bar.
Yeah, and she has lots of shots. But
nice diversification.
Yeah. So now she will make the deuce, but or maybe double hit. Yeah, double hit is better.
I think so.
No, of course not. It's just
2 on the bar.
Yeah, he's 2 on the bar. No, that was
looks
bad.
Like a mistake.
Yeah, but she.
Okay, now she
has to cube. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, why didn't she make that was the first thing I saw, and then you said it double hit. But
no. The pointing was much better.
Yeah, pointing was much better. Against 2 checkers, you can pick up the other checkers later.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually unpleasant, but Tilman can enter on the low points. So there's so much contact. I couldn't throw away a cube with such a weak board of the opponent and so much contact left. But maybe she's trying to go for yet another checker. 13-11 looked a bit more flexible.
Yeah, okay. It was not a builder for the 4 points.
Yeah, so maybe again. Tilman will win lots of games here, but with so many back checkers, there are always some hidden gammon threats. So that was a nice consolidating roll.
Yeah, Tilman hoping to establish a second anchor.
With the deuce, yes.
3-1 maybe? 3-4.
3-4. I think he should just step out.
Mm-hmm.
From the 20 and keep the back checkers where they are, the 2 split back checkers, because he wants to be on the low points to maximize contact. Mm-hmm. So the 4 is clear, I think. Now he can think about slotting maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's maximizing contact. So maybe slotting is best here, but so now we have the ghosts back.
No, you don't.
No, we don't.
Not the viewers, just you.
We have the ghosts, but the viewers don't. Okay, cool. Thank you, Mate. So 6-4, yeah, makes the point. Right now, even if she gets hit, it will be very difficult for Tilman to contain the checker, and with 5-1, he shouldn't even hit, I would say. That's just too risky.
So now with the ace, you'll slot the 5, and then the question is whether you safety or blot from the 14?
Now I have to safety it because there's just so many attackers.
Yeah.
And so I would play 13-8, 6-5. Yeah, Tilman is in a bit of trouble here because, yeah, basically Marta is one joker away from winning maybe a gammon even. So this is certainly opening the door for her to win a gammon. Probably the DMP play.
Ah, yes.
So wins most games. However.
So this is right up your alley.
Yeah, I wouldn't hit here probably, but that's the second part of the book. So that is for the second part. Yeah. Yeah, difficult decision for sure. And he's going through the numbers. Oh, not hitting is a blunder. I wouldn't hit. Yeah, probably I wouldn't have hit either. Thank you, Terje. But I mean, we humans see all the blots and all the dangers. Maybe one should try to rationalize it more. A machine doesn't know any fear, and of course, hitting also has upsides. But what comes to mind at first when I see all the blots, great play, Tilman, is just all the downsides. And
wow. Whoa, she could play 9 5s. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but she will hit loose on the ace, I think. And now Tilman is really in the ropes. Yeah, make the... Okay, this is actually a great way of playing, because these are the 5s that you play for sure. And now maybe even this one. Yeah, more covers. That looks good. More covers and yeah.
So big pressure on Tilman here to perform.
Yeah. Yeah, 6-1. I like it.
Okay.
So Tilman has to rule something good here. 6-1 is not it. So this is now quickly turning into a disaster. He found the correct play, but now probably not getting backgammon is already a good result for him here in this position.
Indeed.
Yeah, because if she picks up all these blots, then there's really significant backgammon danger.
With 5 checkers on the bar, there would be like maybe 12% backgammon. More than 12.
But she gets really unlucky here, misses everything. So that maybe she should keep the contact to go for the other blots. Why not?
I agree.
For the backgammon, not for the gammon. The gammon is assured if she doesn't get hit. I like it. I like it really to keep the contact here.
Even a 5 will not save Tilman here from losing the game.
But no. I mean, we can't say that she's unlucky because she wrote the Super Joker before. So we have Mrs. Bubbles saying, "Go Marta, go." So we, of course, as commentators, are mostly neutral, mostly in the sense when it's like the score, okay, this still probably won't save the gammon. So that means when one side is, however, when one side has a very big lead in the match, of course, I'm a little bit hoping for the trailer to catch up, to have more excitement and a more interesting match.
Yes. Because for a moment it looked like Tilman was on his way to a 6-0 lead, but Marta was able to save the gammon and come back from there.
So Fritz is saying that these risky plays often backfires, but had she rolled double fives after the other play, she would have had a 5-point board with 2 checkers on the roof. So double fives was a killer no matter what. So don't be too results oriented. In the long run, these plays play off. Any explanations? I think that is like a little bit like a bias called like confirmation bias. Whenever you see something backfire, it sticks in your memory, but when the risky play works out, maybe you tend to forget about it. So really, I mean, if the risky play was correct, I believe XG, because that it was correct because XG is really strong in these very tactical positions where it's just going through the sequences, all the sequences of rolls, and which human players cannot do. So while we are talking, it's just the game is really not. Now we are in a boring state because it's almost impossible to save the gammon. I mean, really big doubles now. 1 double 6 is needed at least, or double fives.
So suddenly, from being 4-0 down, Martha now has a 3-point lead. 4-point lead, even, yes.
Potentially. I mean, it ain't over till it's over.
Potentially.
Ain't over till it's over.
2 massive jokers required here.
Doesn't do it. So that's a gammon. Yeah, Tilman still takes a final look, but 5 crossovers you cannot achieve with 1 roll. So yeah, great start after the break. So
okay, so 7 away, 3 away. Tilman, match-winning chances have been reduced to something like 23%.
24, I think.
24.
But that's Neil's numbers. Maybe if you know the table by heart.
No, I think it's 23.78.
So yeah. Then thank you. No, that's why I have
just kidding.
All this. Okay, now we
played a 4-1 by slotting. Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's the correct move at the
score. Difficult follow-up. Like here, he had a choice between anchoring and hitting back.
Yeah, he should have hit now.
Yes. Well played.
Yeah, well done. And I saw it already various times that in these openings, Tilman really knows what he's doing, plays them quickly, and also adjusting to the score and all that stuff.
So here he forgoes the 20-point anchor to keep hitting in an effort to complicate the game.
Yeah. I'm not so sure about this one. I mean, in the book I write, it's almost always better to make the anchor. So here now, for sure, he has to do it because 8-5 is just destroying his front position.
So now we are all on the edge of our chairs because this promises to become a long game unless...
Okay, great shot.
Yeah.
And now we see the players again, so for us it's not ghosts anymore. In and yeah, out seems fine. 5-2, not really great. What can you do?
5 to the bar?
Probably, and
6-4.
6-4, yeah. Now that Tilman has so many checkers back, he really should try to play as purely as possible and put the checkers where they belong. I don't think there's any need to give up the anchor just yet. Okay. I would have played 6-4, to be honest.
And commit yourself completely to the 5-1.
No, I can. I mean, it's not so committing. I can still switch to another back game, split later. I mean, that doesn't mean that I will stay there forever. But this role, I don't see the urgency to break it. Okay, Tilman got really punished
and
terribly.
This is tricky here because she is probably in the 70% winning range and has some gammons, so this is difficult to find the doubling window.
I don't think it's a cube. If she wins a gammon, then that lets her get to Crawford.
Yes.
And again, this is a game. She has a back checker, and Tilman has the 5 point. So I can see, okay, high gammonish, but high win percentage or reasonably high. So for the trailer, and whenever that's the case, you don't double as the leader when the winning percentage is high, because you are very often facing really ugly recubes. So just yeah, difficult score to find a cube as a leader, and I think it was great judgment from her not to cube this. So now she can make the ace, maybe just to get rid of the prospects that he gets the second anchor there. That's
good play.
Good play, I think.
Wow, there's another double 5 by Tilman.
This one is great shot now.
Now she's happy she didn't cube, of course.
Yeah, but she now has a lot of cleanup work to do. Which 3-1 is nice.
Very.
Six, 3, just bring a checker around the corner from the 20, I suppose.
I agree. So the game is developing in a good way for Martha. She can here hit and make the bar.
So yeah, this is not so easy. Yeah, hitting or making the bar leaves 3 blots. That's not so.
Oh, really?
Not so desirable. Yeah, you would have to hit with the ace and come down. So I perfectly understand her reluctance.
Yep.
And also, as the leader, you really don't want to go crazy, like get into some wild position, because the trailer is really benefiting from the presence of the doubling cube in these types of positions.
Yes. Now the question here is, does this double 6 bring Tilman back in the race or not?
I don't think so. I mean, here it's more like a bit. I mean, he's not too happy about it, probably because now he gets maybe some timing issues to hold all his anchors. I mean, when I see the position, she should be ahead by over. Still by 30 pips at least. So this is a nice shot because it clears the point and gives her some flexibility.
Yes. But the 13 and 15 point,
it's tough to clear, yeah. Without leaving anything. But with the cube in the center, she is in a comfortable spot.
I agree.
6-4 now. Probably she's got to give something. I mean, she can play safe. That's certainly an option. Or she can bring 2 checkers down from the mid.
Yes. Kind of a pay now play. Yeah. Now that Tilman has a blotting board and 4s are a bit duplicated.
A problem with the safe play 7-1-6-2 is what are you going to do next? Tilman likely will. Yeah, I think it's probably necessary already. 2 down. Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah,
look forward to the feedback from the
this seems to be. I mean, the way this is going, 6-4 is actually not so bad. Clearing, being able to clear a point and leaving only 13 numbers. So I think she should take that opportunity, because after that, if that works out, she has plenty of spares to play with. So
a microphone issue is alerted.
It's better now again. The switch off, switch on thing worked, I hope.
In the meantime, Martha is still pondering this move.
Yeah. And I think she should play 2 down. This is, I don't like the play. Okay, so yeah, everything is working. Always.
Hans Marius also had a preference for the 2 down play.
Yeah. Because now the board is significantly stronger, and
Yeah.
now she has to leave something. She doesn't have to, but now she realizes that clearing the 7, it's close to hopeless. But now she is in a much worse spot if getting hit. So Tilman cannot cube here, shouldn't cube here. 3-1 is a bad shot, but still plenty of numbers that don't get the checker to safety. 5-2 is not one of them, so that was great progress for her. And pretty soon Tilman will have some trouble to keep all his anchors or break the board. I think he should run from the 20 maybe.
Yeah, I learned this from Tobias yesterday. The dragon with the tail.
The dragon with the tail, yeah. The Michi
coined the term.
Yeah, like so many others.
Yeah.
Great. He should keep. He has to run with something. I think that looks natural. Yeah, dragon tail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mochi coined it. Somebody says. Okay.
Usually these creative terms are all coming from Michi, but maybe not.
It's a great roll.
Yeah. Gets a 1 step closer to home. And now Tilman should keep the 3 checkers on her side of the board where they are, and probably just slot the ace. Yeah, because he's still way down in the race. And so he should discard running from the 20. That would be a big mistake.
Saba confirms that the dragon with the tail term does not come from Michi's books. Okay, we'll have to verify that later.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay.
I don't know why he doesn't slot the ace, because now he cannot play 6s anymore on his side of the board. Maybe not very relevant, but I'm just surprised. Yeah, and now Marta will just play safe as long as she can.
Okay, now 6s play uncomfortably. 2-2. Wow.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Very interesting. I rely on you here.
Yeah, you don't want to leave. So the first instinct would be make the mid and play 5-1, but that reduces some contact. I wouldn't run from the back, so that's out for me. Destroying the board here, that looks really weak, but maybe it's for maximizing contact. It's good, but. So, and making the closed board and playing to the mid with 1 checker is an option that is good on certain numbers. Okay, here we Terje says no need for actually, no, that's not true, of course, but thank you. Mid and ace is correct, so we already know that this is the correct move, and Tilman finds it as well, which is great. Let's see if he gets rewarded. This is nothing.
So a lot hinging on this roll.
5-4 is not great. I think she should
still play safe. Yes.
And Tilman should probably play, maybe even play with the blood on the mid. Okay, this is.
Make the ace.
Make the ace and bring that checker down now. Yeah, and rely on the contact of the last checker. So many numbers that are really awkward. If she rolls something like 5-1, she will face a cube for sure. 4-1.
6-2. Oh, no.
6-2, okay, but she might face a cube anyway because there's some gammon threat, but it's only 13 numbers. So this is super volatile. The gammon threat is there, but not great because it's quite a parlay that you first hit. That's like 35% or 36%. And then maybe in half of the cases, you pick up the next checker. So now you are at 18, and then it's 40% from there to win a gammon. So actually, Tilman's gammon chances should be like not higher than 10% for sure. So that actually argues a bit against cubing. So who's the favorite here? So if Tilman just enters, he'll get more shots,
Probably.
potentially.
Mm-hmm.
So, or even if he dances, she's not safe yet. So
Right.
all in all, Tilman might be a favorite already. And since it's so super volatile, okay, he dances. So now I think that's the perfect position for her to cube because that's non-gammonish.
Okay.
And yes, of course, Marta had an easy take that was out of question. So, and I think Tilman's winning chances, I mean, he needs to have something like 20% winning chances to take. And I think Marta can a huge double and huge take, yeah.
Because of the high volatility.
Yeah, extremely high volatility. I mean, in the last roll position, he wouldn't have hesitated. And this was as close as it gets to a last roll position in one sense. But now I think she has a good 2 cube. And also there's a hidden cube thing here. Had he cubed, then she couldn't have recubed. Or after his bad rolls, the cube will be on 2 anyway. If she cubes it, she should cube it. Yeah, okay, punished because she should have cubed for sure. I not for sure, but yeah.
So now the volatility is still
Yeah,
there,
but then now he's a definite underdog and he dances again. And I hope she finds the cube now because she cannot play on for the gammon or anything. But I think she missed a good cube here, but maybe I'm wrong.
So how do you approach this position, Dirk? I mean,
I need 20% to win this, and I just can't see where they come from.
Okay.
So as easy as that, I would just pass. I mean, of course, you have to go through all the shot leaving sequences and.
Yeah, Terrier confirms that 3 consecutive cubes.
3 missed cubes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's but this often happens in these high volatility, high risk situation. Both players kind of freeze, especially when it's really much at stake.
Yeah, or maybe there were some match strategic considerations or psychological considerations, maybe.
Yeah, this is more psychology than anything else. So now he's counting all the shot leaving numbers. Maybe he gets up to like 22%. He takes it. Okay. Wow. This is interesting. So lot hinges on Marta. That's a perfecta almost. Yeah.
Yes.
And now it's a pure race where Tilman is really in bad shape.
Yes. Oh, double 5s.
So wow. That's it. Yeah, that was what I was just talking about. Jürgen said it as well. So basically, if Tilman cubes, there's no chance, almost no chance for Marta to use the cube efficiently. So she never would have, or almost never has a recube. So yeah, he freezes the cube, and so he gets the benefit of his good rolls, and his bad rolls are less harmful to him because she doesn't have the power anymore to cube to 4 at that score.
Wow, that's an interesting concept.
Yeah, I found that there are some endgame positions where you therefore can double below your double point and all kinds of weird stuff.
Yes.
I wrote
especially
about
at 2-away scores or something.
Yeah.
Marta has 90%.
Marta has 91%.
91, yeah.
So really, really terrible run for Tilman, being up for nothing, and now.
Yep. He's taking it in and shaking his head.
Yeah.
And he takes a break.
Okay, so we will be on a break too.
Okay. So hi everyone, we're back. I can see the players. I just had a little chat with Martha outside. Sorry to say, but Dirk has gone off for a radio interview. That's what you get when you are a celebrity. So I'm on my own here for the final stages of this exciting match. Martha opened with a 6-3. And Tilman replies with a 5-3. 6-5 is a good roll, establishing the valuable 18-point anchor. Tilman has a bit of a choice here. He could run all the way or stay put on the 18-point, but I think you normally need the 5-point instead of the 3-point for a play like this. Once again, thank you guys for all the input. We've been monitoring it, and we're very grateful for the input on the correct decisions. Very interesting what Jürgen said about the high volatility cube that Tilman missed from the bar in the previous game. The fact that he killed Martha's recube. It's very insightful. Okay, so Tilman goes for this creative play. 6-3, he is punished a little bit. Now he enters aces, making the 5-point and splitting. Okay, looking for a high anchor, I guess is the thought behind it. A very good 4-2 by Martha. So this is a crucial game. Martha is one game away from reaching the final, a rematch against Jürgen. Scandinavian final here in the first Backgammon Festival in Aachen. 3-6. Running off the butterfly anchor is a motif, but probably not in this situation. 6-5 brings two checkers down, creates useful spares. 3-3. Wow. This is awkward. Tilman decides to give up the midpoint, reducing his contact, but what else is there here? He might consider keeping the midpoint. 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. There were questions about Martha and Tilman playing double consultation. Well, I know that Tilman played double consultation with Mochi. They didn't make it to the qualifying rounds, astonishingly. Martha played with Hans Libby. I think they did make it to the qualifying rounds. And they played this morning, but I don't know whether they won or not. Okay, so Tilman taking his time. Yes, Xaba, running off the butterfly anchor is a tricky move. 6-6. I'm not sure whether this is good or bad for Martha. She needs to dump checkers behind the anchor. Creating a bit of a seriously damaged inner board, crunched position. Fortunately for her, the cube is not in play in the Crawford game. So once again, Tilman took a 4-0 lead, was on the verge of extending his lead to 6-0, but Martha saved the gammon in miraculous fashion and came back from there. Tilman hasn't won a point since then. So it seems to be one of these matches where the luck factor dramatically turned. But who knows, whatever is in store for us here. Here, 3-2. Making a point and splitting in the back, I would be at a loss. I think you need to keep the anchor here. There's plenty of contact. Okay, Tilman pointing at the 8 point. Maybe he's considering to play 13-8, but in that case, he doesn't strengthen his board. So I think this is a good play. 2-1 plays okay. She could have made the 5 point at the cost of leaving a direct shot. That's probably not good. 4-3, that's a nice one, providing an extra cover for the 4 point. Martha now badly needs a good roll, doubles. Shows her position is now very stretched. But this is not a good roll for Tilman, I can see that. So this is pretty forced, I would say. Now Martha has more good rolls. If she can jump past Tilman's 10 point, she cannot, but she is not too worried. So this one goes to the ace, right? So Tilman needs a hit here, I would say. 6s, wow, it's not a hit. And he has choices. He will have to count. You can make the 4 point and stay put on the 16 for maximum contact. This is definitely worth considering. Question is, does he have racing chances if he goes all the way to the 10? I don't think so. So I think I would just go to the 16 point and make the 4. 2 run, 2 in, says Jacques. Ah, good to see you, Jacques. You're late. We missed you, although other people were very helpful. This is not the right game plan. This looks much better. 47, 79. Still, I think Martha is a favorite in the race. 4-1. Safety is this one. Maybe she can play 6-5 for a more efficient bear-off. This looks a bit more prudent. Aces. What can Tilman do? He can improve his outfield presence by splitting. But fortunately, Dirk is back.
Yeah, I'm back. So still in the Crawford game, I see. Yeah.
Yes. So Tilman has a choice now what to do with his last 2 aces. He can do this.
Yeah, that looks like less contact. I think he should keep them split, probably. Or how many aces does he have to play? Where
2 more.
2 more.
I think he used 2 to make the ace.
Yeah, I think I would keep them. Yeah.
I mean, splitting.
Certainly, I won't move them up. So it's either 3-1 or splitting them and that's probably Jim. So I just came back at the decisive moment. So Tilman's chances are very slim now.
Yes,
indeed. So, which is what a comeback from Marta.
Yes, and what a fantastic result for her in the making here.
Yeah. But it ain't over till it's over.
That's true. That's true. Let's not sell the. What do you say that in
the
fur of the bear before it's shot or something?
Yeah, something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now,
it looks dismal.
Like, it looks less than 5% winning chances for Tilman here, and then it would still be an uphill climb. So.
Okay. Wow. So that's a magnificent result for the Norwegian, who is now set up all the way for a rematch against Jürgen Grenstedt in the North Scandinavian final.
Yes.
Was that a double 5 by Tilman?
I don't know.
It's not enough.
Yeah, it's
1,
not
2,
enough.
3. He needs 3.
So that's probably it. Yes, that's it officially. Congratulations to Marta. Great job, but also a big congratulation to Tilman, who really played a great tournament. Showed very strong backgammon, and was a bit lucky last time when his opponent timed out and couldn't look good for him in this one as well. But Mata just had an incredible run, and congrats. And we will see a repetition of the undefeated final. Marta Gjelseth against Jürgen Grunstedt.
Do we know when that will be played or broadcast?
I think according to schedule, it's at 3 p.m. on Friday, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's wonderful.
Sure.
Wonderful, okay. So Mate says that Dirk will interview Martha.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody for watching.
Yeah.
I'll leave Dirk in charge now for the interview with Martha.
Thank you very much, Michelle.
You bet.
You're a great co-commentator, and
I enjoyed it.
We can do it again one time.
I'm looking forward to it.
Great,
See
thank you.
See you guys. Oh yes, and thank you Xaba, for telling us that the right expression in English is "Don't count your chickens until they hatch."
Okay.
Don't count your chickens before they come out of the egg.
Okay.
Thank you, Xaba.
Okay, so I'm waiting here for the grand finalist, Marta Gjelseth. Get her impressions of the match. Marta, thank you very much for coming, and congratulations to such a great achievement. I will move the camera. I mean, they should see you and not me. I'm not important here. So we can do it. Or maybe you can come a bit closer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this fine?
So this is great. Yeah. So, I mean, the first... always like the stupid question, how do you feel? I mean, are you super excited now, or is it just all like, okay, yeah, well, it's nice, but...
yeah, it's nice, but no, actually, I think I'm kind of stunned.
Okay,
like, what happened just now? Yes.
You have to digest it?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, okay, so it's... Okay, we are seen. Okay,
now we are seen, yes. Now, okay, now it's obviously surprising, you know, in this strong field.
So, but the final will be on Friday, and not so surprising. What I saw from you was very strong performance.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and now you will have time till Friday to digest it, let it sink in, and enjoy it, and then I guess you will be fully prepared and motivated to take on Jürgen again.
Yes.
Yeah, and remember, you almost had him last time.
Almost, but he is a tough customer.
Yeah, he is, yeah. I mean, he's a 3 times world champion for a reason, and yeah, he's...
So, well, but still, a pip in a chair.
Yeah.
I got a chance.
Yeah, and so how did it feel in the beginning? Things were not going well in the beginning of the match, so were you worried that he will just run away with that, or... weren't you affected at all by the start of the match?
Well, 11 points that's a long match.
Yeah.
There's time.
Yeah, there's time, and you used it perfectly. Yeah. I mean, Tilman never made a point.
Yes, and also at this stage, I'm happy. You know,
you're already enjoying, so no pressure. So basically, what you're saying is probably you got so far in anything. More is just the cream on the cake.
Yes, everything now from now on is just a bonus, or from the last couple of days actually. I consider it, if I'm in the prize, I have nothing more to really prove, and I'm happy, and everything else is a bonus.
Yeah, even if you're not getting to the prize, you don't have much to prove anymore. But after your Monte Carlo performance last year, I mean, everybody knows by now that you're a very strong player, and you deserve to getting into the final. So,
yeah. Well, still it's kind of strange, you know, the room, all of you people which whose books I have in my shelf.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of crazy, but really enjoyable. Of course.
I'm really glad for you, and wish you all the best
Thank you.
for the final. And I will have the pleasure commentating your play again on Friday.
On Friday, lovely.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.